Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if you love death and taxes as much as I do, then you're going to love this deck, because not only does it have the taxes, but it definitely has the death, at least for your opponent, and it is running at a 70% win rate right now on the ladder. We're looking at an 80% win rate out of 5 games, 100% on the play. 75% on the draw. On the play, we've just been killing it over here too. Against the meta, it's actually been doing much better. I built this in 5 minutes. I had an idea. Elite Spellbinder, Redain, build around it, all the best cards in white. Let's not do this mono white rush stuff. Let's not do all this life gain. Let's just get a bunch of value, make our opponent crumble because they can't do anything. Well, I figured it out, and here it is. But before we get into today's deck, I just remind, when we hit 500 subscribers, we're doing something really special. If you want to know what I'm talking about, check the description down below. So please rate, review, and subscribe. If you already are a subscriber, thank you very much. Share this on social media, and why don't we get into today's deck? So we are looking at Mono White Disruption. I feel like as good a name as any. So what do we got going on? Well, this is a mono white good stuff, if you will. As in, all I really did was I built around Elite Spellbinder and Redain being super broken and taxing your opponent, and then I just tried to put in the best creature, because creatures that do things when they enter the battlefield or somehow are just really hard to get rid of, for every single converted mana cost there was. So the 1, the 2, 3, all the way up to 4. So in our 1 slot, we have 4 Owl Seed of Life's Bounty and 4 Selfless Saviors. They can protect our creatures later. We really don't care about, I mean, we do. It's nice if that happens, but the whole point is just to start the game off with your opponent being, mentally thinking, oh, great, it's mono white, I gotta get rid of these creatures, it's gonna be a problem. And then we have 4 Usher of the Fallens, because it's a 2-1 for 1 that can produce more creatures. So, I mean, that's the only reason it's there. Then we have our 2 drops. So we do have 2 Draenith Magistrates, and that, that is another taxes card, because your opponent can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. And the reason I have that in there is because there's so many people foretelling cards, so many people with adventures, ultimatum decks. It's a good, 2 of in the deck, and it's a 1/3, so it really shuts down aggro decks. Then we have 4 Luminarch Aspirants, because as we all know, if you've been playing against this card, it can get out of control extremely fast. You have to answer this card or it's over. Then we have 2 Professor of Symbologies. It fit my 2-drop creature slot. It's a 2-1 for 2, and we get to learn. And that is extremely important in the current format. If you're playing a best of 1 deck, I highly suggest you have a companion if possible, and you have some lessons if possible that you can go get via learn. So we don't have the companion part, but we have the learn. And then we have 3 Seasoned Hollowblades. If you haven't played against this card, you'll understand once you have. This is a hard card for a lot of people to deal with, and other than mono black or white, you can't get rid of this card. They can bounce it if they're blue. You can't get rid of it any other way if they play right other than exiling. Then we have our 3 drops, which really brings us to the sweet spot of this deck. So all of this is just to put pressure on our opponent, just to keep putting pressure on it. But the next row of cards is where the deck really starts to shine and we take over the game. So we have 4 Elite Spellbinders. Okay, were you going to do something on turn 4 like wipe my board? Were you going to do something on turn 4 like Quandrix Cultivator or, something else, anything that you don't want to do? No, you weren't. No, you're not. It's not happening now. So you want to throw that as soon as possible. That's your first one. Now, if you've thrown that on turn 3, you should probably throw Redain on turn 4 and throw it as a 2/3, especially if your opponent is playing a rush deck, because a 2/3 is hard for them to get by. It has vigilance, it has flying, so you can attack them, get in damage, and still block. And they're probably going to be playing snow. And now all their non-creature spells, if they're a control deck, cost 2 more. This card is absolutely bonkers, and there's 4 in this deck for a reason, because not only do you want to make sure you keep Redain on the board, but Valkyria Protector's Shield is so good against so many different decks. Against a deck that's coming at you with a whole bunch of 1/1s, they can't do anything now. Against a deck that's going to try to target a bunch of your stuff, it can't do anything now. So it's also amazing. Now, I do want to tell you, Protector's Shield, keep in mind that enters the battlefield does not get affected by this card. It has to be a triggered ability or or something from your opponent's hand. If they have their own Skyclave Apparition or something like that, it's still going to hit without having to pay 1. And then, speaking of which, we also have 4 Skyclave Apparitions, because it's probably one of the better 3 drops for white in the game, period, right now. This is seeing play through all kinds of different formats. It handles anything in the game that's 4 mana cost or lower. Why would you not play that? And in a deck that makes everything more expensive, such as their board wipes, you handle their early stuff. Now you have a 2/2 to attack with, you use the Elite Spellbinder, you make their board wipe more expensive, and you win before they can do a thing. Then, of course, why not throw in 1 Legion Angel? Of course, I mean, I say 1. We're going to have 3 in the sideboard, don't worry, because that's Value Town. You know, if they can handle that one, who cares? You got a whole bunch more. And then the deck only runs 23 land, because you really don't need more than that, but I don't like running less, because you're going to get mana hose so often. So we have 19 plains and 4 Castle Ardenvales, because why not have a little bit of value in your land, if possible? And then I did mention that this is a lesson deck, so I already told you we have the 3 Legion Angels, and then our lesson cards that we have are 1 Environmental Sciences, and just in case we get mana hose, 1 Reduced to Memory, because you could do the one that costs 5 mana, something of Extinction, I can't remember, but you're in white's color, so you could pay 5 and exile target non-land permanent and they draw a card, or you could pay 3 and exile target non-land permanent and its controller gets a 3/2. I'd rather them have a 3/2 than a whole nother card in their deck, because the 3/2 they weren't prepared for, they might not even want it, and you could kill it, but a card in their deck could completely destroy you. Then we have 1 Inkling Summoning, just in case for some reason you can throw Professor Symbology. Your opponent doesn't have anything that really you need to do. You have land, and you have no 3-drop. It guarantees you a 3-drop. And then, of course, we have 1 Expanded Anatomy, because this can actually win the game for you so fast. Say your opponent's at 5. I don't know, or even a 2-turn clock. Well, let's just say they're at 5, and you have an Elite Spellbinder, 4 lands in play. You throw your 5th land. You go ahead and Professor of Symbology. You grab the Expanded Anatomy. You throw it on the Spellbinder. You attack for 5. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. This deck is absolutely bonkers. I did not think I was going to be able to build a deck like this in 5 minutes. I'm very close to a lot of shells that are already out there, but just a little bit different, and it completely disrupts your opponent. I was blown away by how well this deck works. I highly suggest you give it a try, and without further ado, let me go ahead now and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Leon! Opponent goes first. We have 3 lands. Alcide, Draenus Magistrate, Elite Spellbinder, and a Skyclave. So we got to turn 1, 2, 3. Got to keep it. They go tapped land. Let's get it. Ooh, Luminarch Aspirant might be better. Turn 2 for us. They do have a bounce. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now they can stomp. Oh, I hope they miss. There you go.
Let fire rage within your heart.
So they exile our creature. Let's go ahead and throw a Plains into a Draenus Magistrate. They can't cast any of that, so that's fine.
No mistake. I'm not.
I mean, they can play the land. They can't cast any of it. There's their land. Okay, we get a castle. Let's go ahead and throw out the Elite Spellbinder, see what our opponent's up to. So let's get rid of that Ugin. Other than that, it's all land. Let's get into this Tibalt. That way, if they minus, they lose their Tibalt. They'll probably minus, because it gets rid of this anyways, as where we'll just kill that. So, wow, okay, they want to cast some stuff.
Mine.
Alcide, interesting, okay. Selfless Savior, okay. A land, okay. So I'm gonna go Luminarch Aspirant into Salt. So we'll go Castle. Ooh, that's pretty good too, right? But I don't think we need it this turn. So let's go Luminarch Aspirant. Selfless Savior. Next. Token up on the Spellbinder. Get in. Come on, Leon. There we go. We got in. End the turn. We have protection. Next turn we could Redain, or we could go with the Valamira, Protector Shield. We could Skyclave anything they throw. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would have to be something, otherwise they gotta throw the Drowned Magistrate. These are all one, yeah, resolves. What you got? Okay, my turn. So let's throw, oh geez, another Luminarch Aspirant. Maybe I just race in the air? Nah, let's put this out on Protector Shield. And let's put another token on that. And let's get in. Let's get in. Okay, that blocks. I don't think they remember I have the shield. They don't know what Protector Shield does. Next. Cool. And the turn. Yeah, our stuff didn't die. Our stuff didn't die. Sorry, Leon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to have 6 land now. So maybe you can do something since you are a Trickery deck. I know. I know. Oops. I get it. I really want to hit a land right now, actually. Land would be the best thing I could get. Spellbinder. Okay, I think I actually take the Spellbinder for sure. Because then I can see what else they can do soon. A Valkyrie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they hit another land. So they can do. I don't want that Genesis Ultimatum happening. That's for sure. They hit that, that's fine because I can, we'll see. Let's put the token on you. And let's get in. I mean, next turn they can Valky. So they're at 3, they can Valky, but we have this in the air. So if they go Valky and they exile target artifact or creature, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7. But that's a ability, right? So I don't even think they can do that next turn because they don't have the extra. Yeah, let's see. So they're scrying. I think we got Leon. Leon! I think we got you. I think we value towned. There's their 7th land. If I were them, I would play that. Tybalt. Okay, that resolves. I still think we win in the air, but I don't think they can actually target anything. Yeah, I was going to say, they can't do it. Pass. No blocks. Pass. You can come on in. Okay, let's throw that. Let's Skyclave Apparition. Let's kill this Drowned Magistrate. Let's throw the Luminarch Aspirant. Let's go ahead and hit next. Let's put you here. You here. All attack. Good game! Gotta read the cards. Drew Farley. I like it. Opponent goes first. We got a pretty dang good hand. We're gonna keep this. Alseed, Selfless, Seasoned, elite and 3 lands. So we can throw a turn 1, leave the other one for, yeah, so we go, yeah, we're definitely going turn 1 Usher, because it just messes with our opponent, into a turn 2 Seasoned Hollowblade, and then these are pseudo doing their same job in our hand for this creature. So we go boom, boom, swinging for 2, take him down to 18, pass the turn. Now, they can bounce, but that's about all Drew Farley's going to be doing. Third land, Cultivate. What do you got? Cultivate. Oh, wait. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power for more, draw a card. Okay. Pass. My turn. So we're 100% going Elite Spellbinder. Let's see what they're going to do for 4. Let's disrupt them. Crash through. We don't care about if they don't creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. We don't care about. Target creature. We don't care about. Whenever you cast a spell with mana 5 or more, that's a creature they can cast that next turn. So we go with you. You're the only thing they can do next turn. Swing on in for 5, pass a turn, and the turn. Let's see what they draw. Did they get a creature? No, it was a land. So they're not doing anything this turn either. Next turn they can throw that 4/5. And then we're in the air. I think we got Drew Farley. I think this game's oh wow. At the beginning of your upkeep, you control power at 4 or greater during your upkeep. So I don't care about that. That's a 5-drop. It's a 3-drop. Or well, that's a 5-drop, so I can't. Yeah, we'll see. So let's throw this. Let's throw this. Let's throw this. Let's just throw everything. Keep the Skyclave, because if they throw this 4-drop, we can Skyclave it. Let's go ahead and get in. And let's go ahead and boast. We have the Self the Savior, so I don't need to have the Alseed of Life's Bounty. I think that's all she wrote. I think this is GG. This is Dunsville. Okay, you got yourself a Pixie. You can ram through something. Ram through an Elite Spellbinder. That's what I'd do. Oh, Selfless. I'm not even gonna... Okay. And that is all they wrote. Because we're going to throw a Plains. We're going to go ahead and Skyclave Apparition. Good game! Sun pop-up... something pop up messages, or are you just like a really salty meat from a war? I don't know. We have 2 land Selfless Luminarch Elspeth Elite Spellbinder times 2 and a Skyclave Apparition. We are keeping that. We've got a 1/2 tap, so we're definitely going 1. Are they mono red and missed a 1-drop? What do we got, Spam? Looks like mono red. Here comes the what? No. Okay, so we got our 3rd land. We're going to throw the Skyclave Apparition, or I'm sorry, the Luminarch Aspirant next. And I don't think they have the Stomp, because this is going so fast. So I'm going to try to get out of Stomp range and hope they don't draw it right here. And put it on, normally I put it here so that if they Stomp the Luminarch, we still can hit them for 2, and we can protect the Luminarch. But I don't feel like they have it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and protect. I mean, there's no point at all in doing that, but we'll do it. We'll go ahead and throw this out. We're going to Elite Spellbinder. We want to know what's in their hand. We can go to the Redain next. So we have a Shock. So that will kill the Spellbinder. That's fine. We got an Annex coming up, but they can't. They can cast it, but we want to be in the air. Another Annex and a Phoenix. So if they throw the Shock, that's their entire turn. Annexes are on the ground. Phoenix, I can Skyclave Apparition. Let's make them spend their whole turn on the Elite Spellbinder. Let's not put a token on it, because if they want to shock it, then that's up to them. Annex. Okay. Nice. Nice. That's exactly... Okay. So... let's see. I think I go ahead and I just go ahead and take that Annex from them. I'm going to put the +1 on that so they can't shock that now, because next turn they can shock and kill that, and I don't want that. But if they want to kill the 3/3, that's fine. Otherwise, I've got this in the air. Next turn, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing fine. There's the Annex. Another Annex down. Let's go ahead and throw the Plains. So they're at 4 land, so they can do that next turn. But if they want to target stuff, I'm going to throw that. Good game. It was so broken. Hello, opponent. Okay, we go first with 3 lands, Alseed, Luminarch Aspirant, a Seasoned Hollowblade, there, Yorion. I'm keeping. We'll lead with the Alseed of Life's Bounty. We'll go turn 2, Seasoned Hollowblade, into a turn 3, Luminarch Aspirant. They could get us, but maybe they can't. We'll see. Boom. Take them down a little. Let's see. Are they going to have black in their deck? Don't have black, and I will be happy. No, they'll bounce this. Let's see. There's the black. So we're going to go Luminarch Aspirant next turn. Okay, I'm going to definitely activate that and get rid. So we'll go Luminarch Aspirant, but we're going to put all of our tokens. We're going to start putting them on the Alseed of Life's Bounty. Because if they get rid of the Seasoned Hollowblade, or Otter, you know what I mean? Like, we're distributing them evenly for the Extinction event. So this turn, they can kill one of our creatures, maybe. Or they can cultivate. So next turn we hit them for what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see. Seasoned Hollowblade is the play. Let's throw another land. Let's go next. Once again, I'm putting it here because if the Extinction event, once again, all my eggs aren't in one basket. Return target to its owner's hand and learn. So they don't get to do that if I make this protection from blue. Resolve. They don't get to do that next. And end the turn. But see, I just messed up. Oh, see? I fed right into the Extinction event they were just talking about. Do they have it? Wow, I got so lucky. Man, I mean, not really. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands to 1, 2, 3, 4 non-land cards. Let's put this token on the Luminarch Aspirant, just in case they have Heartless Act. Let's get in. I get that. Okay, they can exile. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if our opponent has Shadow's Verdict and a Swamp. Well, you can swamp. Ah, do you have it? I swear. Come on. Please tell me you just have this. The Introduction to Annihilation. And then what do? The Luminarch or the Seasoned? Binding? I'm fine with that too. Okay, we're still in this. Okay, we're still in this. Resolve. If I hit, what is it? The learn our creature for 2/1 that's a lesson creature. Professor Symbology, I win. Oh, okay. Can't cast anything from outside the game. I should have kept that. I messed up. Well, they don't. They're exile effects. No, they have binding. So, woo! I don't know, man. This has been a tough one. They're digging. They're digging. They're digging. Do we get your? Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Mono White Disruption. This deck is probably the most fun deck that not only have I created on my own, but that I have played in probably a few weeks. It's not that cheesy mono white you're used to. It does something completely different. It has all kinds of lines of play. It shuts your opponent down. It is so much fun. I really want you to try this deck out, and please let us know what you thought of it. I think this is my new baby. I love this thing. So, but what would I do different? For the most, like I said, this deck is firing on all cylinders. The only thing I would change is probably going to be from the sideboard. So this Inkling Summoning is probably not the correct card to play. I'm not going to lie. Everything else I think is absolute gas. But that being said, I would definitely consider switching out the Inkling Summoning, so that is going to be our flex card in the deck, and it's the sideboard card, and maybe put in one Academic Probation instead, because this can shut down ultimatums if you do get to a point to where you can't handle that, or you know, it just does multiple things. It's a really good card. Or maybe we put in a second Reduce to Memory. Or lastly, maybe we add in the Mascot Exhibition. We don't need the Introduction to Annihilation because this card does it in the color we're in and much better. So that's how I would change the deck. I'm going to leave it how it is for now because the deck has an astonishing win rate. Why go and change it? But if I was going to change it, that is what I would do. So thank you very much for watching. Please rate, review, and subscribe. Why subscribe? Because then you can see all of our content. You'll get notified. Plus, you could win some prizes. Check the description down below to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Already a subscriber, thank you very much. We love you. We appreciate it. It means so much to us. Please share this on a social media of yours that could expand the Brew Crew and really help us grow. And thank you to our Patreon. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.